There are about 8.7 million animal species in the world, yet we only know about 1.6 million of them. This shows that nature definitely needs to be explored by us. Whether it's ordinary or colorful species, or completely new creatures like the sarcastic fringehead, there's still so much we haven't seen. Here are 15 animals you've probably never seen before. Before we start the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could support me by subscribing to my channel and turning on the notification bell. If you're ready, let's dive in. Spanish dancer nudibranch. Anyone who knows about sea slugs is aware of how fascinating these creatures are. But the Spanish dancer holds the title of the largest among them, reaching nearly the length of a human arm. It looks like a gracefully swimming tongue, or a flower petal, whichever it reminded you of first. Ghost shark. Scientists definitely need a better system for naming animals. For example, the creature called the ghost shark isn't even a shark, though it is considered a relative. What makes these creatures even more unique is that they have only one gill on each side. Plus, they truly live up to the ghost name with their shiny black eyes. Aardwolf. These creatures resembling striped hyenas are called aardwolves, which means earth wolf. What makes them unique is that they are insectivores, feeding only on small creatures. Because of this diet, they have flat, peg-like teeth. Who would have guessed that one of the most plain-looking animals could have such a fascinating trait? Hunterfly. If there were a criminal record in the animal kingdom and a notorious offender, it would most likely be the hunterfly. These creatures devour any flying insect and aren't afraid to use ruthless tactics. Assassin flies, known as the hulks of the fly world, with their 7-centimeter size, break their victims' fragile parts, leaving them unable to escape. White serval. The white serval looks like a creature straight out of a winter wonderland, but it doesn't live in snowy regions. This elusive species isn't a typical albino either. Its natural color is pure white, making it unique among its kind. Male moray eel. Considering the pollution levels in the seas, you might mistake this fish for a piece of ribbon when you see it. These fish start their lives as yellow and later turn blue. During this process, the male fish become female when they turn yellow again. In a way, their colors reveal their gender. Pelican eel. It looks like a net with a balloon-like mouth, swimming into dense groups of shrimp and filling its mouth with many of them for a feast. Since they use their large mouths to store food, we could also call them the refrigerators of the sea. Empusa pinnata. This magnificent Empusa pinnata looks cool enough to catch anyone's attention, that is, if they can spot it. Its body blends so perfectly with the tones of the foliage that it's hard to distinguish it from anything else in the forest. Hammerhead worm. The hammerhead worm is one of the toughest worms you can imagine. While other worms just crawl around without causing much trouble, these creatures can disturb a variety of animals, from insect larvae to snails. In fact, they sometimes even prey on their own kind. They wrap around their victim, create an opening to slip inside, and in a way, they drink it. Ethmostigmus trigonopodus. Centipedes and other multi-legged bugs are already quite terrifying on their own, but the Ethmostigmus trigonopodus looks more like a snake. This creature, which you wouldn't want to get too close to, causes unbearable itching if it comes into contact with your skin. Albino seal. Although we may see the albino seal as a rare gem, its own community doesn't feel the same way and tends to exclude it. However, this situation doesn't happen often, as the chance of an albino seal being born is 1 in 100,000, making them even more special. Zebroid. The zebroid looks like it came out of a printer that ran out of ink halfway through. These animals attract a lot of attention from people due to their unique appearance. Plus, most zebroids are born with dwarfism, making them even more adorable. Eastern collared lizard. There's a fancier version of the ordinary lizard, a colorful, frilled lizard. These dapper-looking gentlemen enjoy munching on grasshoppers and crickets. But they don't stop there. Sometimes they go for other lizards, even their own kind. Cleaner shrimp. The cleaner shrimp isn't just a bright and beautiful creature. It also makes life easier for other sea animals. It picks a fish as its host and feeds on the parasites living on the fish's body. This gives the shrimp a free meal while offering the fish a chance to get cleaned. Malayan sun bear. This time, let's take a look at a not-so-scary, tiny bear species. These bears are known as the smallest bear species in the world and have a unique tongue structure. Their name doesn't come from their sweetness, but from the white patch on their chest.